Once upon a time, the world was trapped in darkness and waiting for a spark of hope. This is the story of a simple squire, a magic stone, and a bond that changed honor and justice forever. Hello and welcome back to Kuschel's Fairy Tales. It is wonderful to have you here again. Today, we return to the world of myths and legends. As always, you will find the recipe at the end of the video and in the description below. Now, close your eyes, get cozy, and travel back in time with me to ancient Britain, to the legend of King Arthur, the Knights of the Round Table, the Sword and the Stone, and the kingdom of Camelot. Many centuries ago, Britain lay in deep darkness. After the old king died, no one was left to rule the land with wisdom and kindness. Lords and brave knights fought bitterly over the crown, while ordinary people suffered from constant feuds. In this time of unrest, the wise wizard Merlin turned to fate itself. On a frosty winter morning at Christmas time, a large crowd gathered in front of the great cathedral in London. In the middle of the churchyard stood a huge block. Deep inside the rock rested a finely made sword with a golden hilt. Shiny letters engraved into the steel said, "Whoever pulls this sword from the stone is the rightful born king of all Britain." Knight after knight stepped forward, and strong warriors with all their power. Dukes and counts strained until the veins showed on their temples. Yet the sword remained stuck, as if it was melted into the stone. After weeks of failure, the lords arranged a big New Year's tournament to test their fighting skills. Sir Ector rode to this event with his son Kai and his younger foster son Arthur. Arthur was a humble, honest squire who always did his duty. When the heralds announced the first fight, Kai realized with a shock that he had left his tournament sword at the inn. Arthur did not hesitate and ran back into the city to get his brother's weapon. But the gates of the inn were locked tight. In his hurry, Arthur remembered the quiet churchyard. Without knowing the prophecy, the young squire went to the mystery sword to borrow it for Kai. He grabbed the handle with the bare hands, and without any effort, the blade slid out smoothly, just like drawing it from a velvet case. When Kai and his father saw the weapon, they knew a miracle had happened. At first, Kai claimed he took the sword out himself, but Sir Ector asked for the real truth. Back at the churchyard, Arthur placed the blade back into the marble. Neither Kai nor the other nobles could move it even a single millimeter. Only when Arthur stepped up again and lifted the sword with a calm, easy motion did the knights drop to their knees in respect. The true king had finally been found. Together with Merlin, the young King Arthur built the shining castle of Camelot. To keep anger and jealousy away from his court, Arthur built a huge round table. At this table there was no top and no bottom. Knights, kings, and nobles sat as equals. Each knight made a solemn promise to defend the weak, fight injustice, and choose honor over fame. Later, when Arthur's first sword broke during a battle, Merlin guided him to a quiet, misty lake in the forest. From the deep, clear water, an arm dressed in white silk rose up, holding a legendary weapon, Excalibur. The mysterious lady of the lake gave Arthur this magical blade that kept him safe from harm. Under King Arthur's lead and the banner of Camelot, a golden age began, where courage, honor, and unity defeated the darkness. Before we finish the story of King Arthur and Excalibur, take a look at the recipe from my little kitchen. Write in the comments below if you enjoyed it. And with that, we leave the world of legends for today. To all the little ones who have to go to bed now, sleep well and have sweet dreams. To everyone else, have a magical time. We'll hear each other again in the next fairy tale. See you soon and stay enchanted.